97.9 The Box. It's Young Jas from the Mad Hatter Morning Show here with Brent Faiyaz. What's going on, man?
What's up?
I know you're a little sick right now, but you still got the swag on. You know, you got the jacket, you got the glasses and everything. But this is your first time in Houston, right?
Yeah, first time.
So what do you think so far?
It's a lot of love.
Yeah.
I'm loving Houston right now. I'm liking like the strip clubs. I like the things. I like the hotel I'm at. Houston's
Where else did
cool,
y'all
man.
go to eat?
Where we go? I think I went to like Chili's or something like that.
Chili's? Wait, you came all the way to H-Town and you went to Chili's? No. Do you like Jamaican food?
I love Jamaican food.
You should go to Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings?
On point.
That's the next stop right there.
Point. But yes, okay, so for those who don't know Brent Faiyaz, just tell them about like your musical identity, like the type of music that you do and what it means to you.
All right, so I'm an R&B artist. I'm from Columbia, Maryland. A lot of people might know me through the Crew record or through the band that I'm in, Sonder. But yeah, like.
So how did you start, get into music?
Honestly, I started off when I was like 12, 13, like just making beats. Mm-hmm. Like I would work on like M Audio Session and then like FL and then just like basically like music producer stuff. And then from there, like I just kind of started working on my own stuff. I like my beats and I didn't really like too many of the rappers that went to my school and whatnot. So it was just me and the homies. We made music. Eventually, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just rap on my own stuff. And then from there, I just kind of took it to singing.
Yeah. So do you prefer rapping over singing?
Nah.
No.
Nah. That's the whole reason really I made the switch is because like to me rapping was kind of like hard. It was like I had to. With the amount of work that it took, it was like I had to fill up a whole page just to like make a verse. You know what I mean? Yeah. Versus like being a singer, it's like I could sing like 4 words and just stretch them Jones out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Easier.
And you're independent also, right?
Yeah, independent.
Yeah. So does that mean anything special to you? Like, are you planning on staying on the independent route, or are you looking at, eventually signing to a major label at some point?
Independent for now. I mean. To be completely honest, like we got pretty much all the resources we need. Like we got the music. I think like
and that's the main thing you need.
We got the fans, you know what I mean? Like honestly, if we just keep going the way we going, it's no limit to where it can go.
Mhm. So you originally like people started finding out about your music through SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
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 So how did that pop? Like, did you just wake up one day and there was like a whole bunch of plays, or?
Nah, it was nothing like that. A lot of it is really like it was SoundCloud initially just to kind of get the eyes of like management and like people that were interested in like doing meetings and like so really like the initial music was kind of like SoundCloud, like early stuff that I was doing like at the crib, and then from there like it kind of caught the eye of like the manager I got now, Ty, and then from there like I moved to LA, started doing like a whole lot of meetings, linking with different producers, and then from there like everything was pretty much like relationships and genuine fans, you know what I mean? So it was all mad organic. It wasn't nothing like overnight, nothing like that.
So what about leaving the DMV and going to LA? Was that like a move you made just for business, or?
Well, initially like I lived in Maryland until like I graduated high school. I graduated like 2013, and then I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I lived there for like 2 years, and then I moved to LA when I was 19. So really like a lot of the groundwork that I did musically as far as putting my records out and people finally noticing it and gaining some sort of recognition and a real fan base, as opposed to like, not that people who don't personally know me aren't real fans, but people who know me off of music, kind of happened in Charlotte. And then from there, like, that's when the move happened to LA.
Okay. And what about your family? Is your family like super proud of you now? Because I know in the beginning your family wasn't with it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They're loving it now.
Yeah.
I swear, like, my mom be sending me more stuff than I even know about. She'd be like, this interview just came out and da-da-da-da. Like, yeah.
Was there like a certain point where they like didn't really approve and then they were just like, all right, you know what?
Absolutely, man. They did not want me to go to LA.
What?
Like, what are you doing? Like,
had they listened to the music and everything?
Of course, but parents is like, yeah, like it don't matter how good like the stuff is. It's like if you don't personally know anybody who's in music, you're gonna think like, I don't know, everybody that I know who tried to do music, or everybody that, I know when they kids try to do music, it ain't work. You know what I mean? So naturally, they're going to be a little more hesitant. But until they start seeing, like, some of these things pay off, and then they're like, wait a minute. I think the Grammy nomination was probably
Yes, I was just about to say the Grammy nom. So
yeah.
Did you tell your mom, or did she know first, or what?
Yeah, I came home, like, cause it was around like Thanksgiving time. I had stayed the night at like my homegirl crib, and I came back home, and I was like, naturally she was like, "Where you been all night?" Like that's like the first thing, like
off the bat.
where you been at? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like, did you see the Grammy nomination? And she was like, you know, naturally.
That's how you played it. Well, you know, I got a Grammy.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. So tell me about, you know, working with Goldlink and working on the song Crew. Did y'all just like, what was it like in the studio the day when y'all finally finished recording it?
It was like it was so funny because it was really just it was a light studio day. It wasn't.
So you didn't
like,
know immediately like this is a banger.
Yeah, I knew it was hard. Like basically we had gotten in the studio, like I think like maybe like a day or two beforehand and just like kicked it. Like I met him and everything, and we just like kicked it, like played beats, played some songs and stuff, and that was really it. And then like next day we come in and like he plays me a beat. Like we really like he went through a whole bunch of beats and like asked me which one I wanted to pick. And I was like, I like that joint. Like that joint hit me. So he was like, all right, bet. So he went out, got some food, like did his thing. And it was me and with the engineer. And I wrote it, cut my part. It was initially a verse. I couldn't think of nothing else to put on it. So I was like,
it was just gonna be a verse?
Yeah, it was a verse, and I hadn't thought of the hook yet. So like I was like, man, I can't think of nothing. You wanna get on it? And he was like, bet. So he got on it. And then I thought we was gonna go back in and work on it or something, but they sent it back and it had Glizzy on it, and that part was the hook. So I was initially kind of blowed. I was like, man, that wasn't supposed to be the hook. And then like, yeah, it kind of went crazy after that.
Yeah, cool. So you also have tattoo. Am I right? How many tattoos do you have?
I got a couple. I got the ones on my hands. I got the one on my chest, one on my side, one on my face, and then another one on my shoulder.
Yeah, so first tell me about, you know, how you and the guys, you know, of Sonder, how y'all linked together.
Oh, so Sonder happened, it was another thing that was mad organic. I was, you know, just doing my thing, making music. I had this record called Allure that I did and produced that like at the crib, like maybe like a year ago. Well, at that time. And D-Pat and Atu reached out on SoundCloud. At that time, they were working with this collective called Selection. Shouts out to them.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, yo, like, we want to remix one of your records. And, like, I knew they had already had a following. So I was like, bet, man, if y'all want to remix, go ahead, do it. So I sent them the acapellas and was like, you know, go do that remix. They do the remix. People end up feeling it. And then we end up, like, they come out to L.A. for a show. I came to the show. Then we got in the studio. And then from there, it was like, we shared influences, and it was a wrap. At that point, we just wanted to do like a little like side one-off project, but naturally, like we can't do it. Brent Faiyaz, D-Pat, I2 present, you know what I'm saying? So we got to come up with a name. So I had got the tattoo, Sonder, you know, just based off of the meaning of it, and then we named the band that.
That's dope. So how do you balance like being a part of Sonder as well as doing your own thing? Because even when I saw you were coming to town, I was like, wait, he has 2 shows?
It's different content. I think you just kind of, I feel like everybody kind of has like a little, I guess like duplicity, you know, with who they are. And like, so naturally I was just like, I got like different messages that I want to convey. And a lot of times when you're an artist and you have a whole bunch of ideas, the hardest thing it is to do is to like calculate how you are going to drop certain stuff and how to not confuse your fan base and this and that. So being that I'm a part of 2 acts makes it way easier for me, because it's like I have certain ideas that wouldn't be appropriate for, like I believe for a solo project, or wouldn't be appropriate for a band project. So based off of how the records are written, how they're sonically produced, how they were made, is where we decide like, is this going to be a solo record? Is this going to be a band record? Like that.
So when you're performing, you only do the Sonder songs during that show? Like
Right.
You don't do any of your own?
No.
No?
Mm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So my last thing is, okay, Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
Yeah.
What would the guys were getting on me this morning because they were like, what's the perfect thing that you want to get from a guy? But I'm like, what do guys like getting from their lady for Valentine's Day?
I don't have a lady. So I really don't like.
Do you do anything special with your right now lady?
Being that I'm on tour, I can't really do much right now. But like my ideal date would be to like maybe go on Fairfax or Melrose or something. Maybe go on Rodeo, like go shopping.
Okay,
Um,
shopping day.
Yeah, go shopping.
Are y'all gonna split the tab? Or are you buying everything for her for Valentine's Day? You got her. You got her.
Man. Of course.
Okay.
You feel me? What else should I do? Go out to eat somewhere real expensive. You know what I mean?
What kind of food is the go-to?
Not even for the food, just for the atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the atmosphere and all that. Eat something light, not nothing too heavy. Probably
How you gonna end the night?
Go to the crib, spark, watch some hood movies, and yeah.
What's your favorite hood movie?
Favorite hood
of all
movie?
time?
That's a hard one. I say maybe like Juice.
Juice?
Yeah, probably Juice. I could watch Juice over and over.
Okay. And so what's the ideal gift that, you would want your lady at the time or whoever to get for you? For
me, honestly, just her time, man. Just like with all this stuff going on and all these places, like I gotta go. If a woman is like, you know what, we can just kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like we got time. We got 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of stuff I like to do. I just like time. She don't really gotta give me nothing. I don't need nothing.
I like that. And last but not least, so what's your Valentine's Day playlist? What's your 5 love songs that you playing as a theme for your day?
5 love songs. Let me think. 5 love songs. 5.
3. 3.
All right, 3 of them. Brent Faiyaz, Lovely.
Off the bat, of course.
Brent Faiyaz, Sonder, Lovely. We share that one. What else? I put something by Marvin on there. I probably put like this is so many good love songs. It's like what?
You could pick 3.
It's like
it's your top 3 though, you know. We'll edit
probably the Ice Brothers, like For the Love of You.
Okay.
That's like one of my jams I like to put on. And D'Angelo, Untitled, How Does It Feel? That's like
yeah, of course.
All for it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for stopping by. It's Young Jas from 97.9 The Box with the lovely Brent Faiyaz. It was great talking to you. You got to feel better soon, too. You got to get rid of the cold and everything.